Good evening, all. Ira Epstein with your SPDR-ETF stock market wrap-up, and this wrap-up's for one wild Tuesday, November 14th, 2023. You know, a CPI report, yes, it's important, but and it could have decided, is the Fed still thinking about going with another rate hike in December? But going down just a tenth on both headline and core to create the kind of reaction you had today leaves one's jaw dropping. Because what the market did is it said that 1/10, and this is what the market is saying to you, means the Fed is done, over, gone, goodbye. They're not raising rates, and the very next thing that'll happen will be cutting them. That is what the market said with today's report. It's yet to be proven, but the odds strongly favor it, strongly. Inflation is falling. Maybe not at the rate the Fed wants, but it's falling. And you're at that magic core number of 4%. Soon you'll have a 3 in front of it if it slips again in December. So the market at the end of the day, if you go to the CME Fed Watch page, has almost a 0 probability of a rate hike from now, actually, up until you get into March of next year. And then the probabilities only go up a little bit. So the market changed its course. And via that, how accurate does it look when we said the seasonals, October 26th into a certain part of December? I'm not going to give you what I tell my investors. A strong probability. It's done at 15 out of 15 years. So far, it's only the 14th, but it looks like it's going to be 16 out of 16 years. And that's what you pay me for, to at least bring these ideas to you. I didn't say follow them. I wish I could say I told everybody. That's not what I do. I bring ideas. That's my thing. So, did I see today? Nope. Was I surprised? Yep. You do realize, if you looked, I think it was the 5-year note, had a 25 basis point move. That's a Fed cut all by itself. What did the Fed do? They normally moved, at the beginning there were 50 points, but then they went to 25 basis point hikes. Now we're talking, the market's doing the Fed's job of cutting it. The market's efficient. It does what the market's going to do. And it changed the game, because the market's now looking at a game a little different. Number one, the dollar lost its power. It was down 1.5% today. That's a lot in one day for a foreign currency. Number two, it means items priced in dollars abroad suddenly got cheaper. It also means our goods for export are cheaper. That's not a bad thing for our economy at all. The House of Representatives passed via a bipartisan vote. You got it. Exactly what Mr. McCarthy wanted to do. The problem is he had so much baggage to become Speaker that his enemies were able to take him out. What Mr. Johnson did without those enemies on his back, plus they don't need the wrath of the public at this point saying that they're shutting the government down, nor do the Democrats want another problem. We got a House guy that seems okay. We can talk to him. Let's pass a bill. And they did it. Now, it's waiting with open arms, according to the Senate Speaker. We will see. I don't know. The majority leader there, Schumer, he might do it. Who knows what they're going to do? But I think that what everybody's saying is nobody wants to ruin Christmas. Congress wants to go home for Thanksgiving. Congress wants to go home for Christmas. So what are the odds now of this bill passing in a two-part stage? I thought yesterday that they're so dysfunctional they could get nothing done. They proved me wrong today. I congratulate them. Very much so. I want to be wrong. I want Congress to do things on a positive. So I now think you will get the two-part stage that Mr. Johnson has proposed to get through. The president certainly is not going to shut the government down. So if the Senate will pass it, in which I think the odds are very good that they will, I didn't say 100%, but good, we will see what happens through there. There's still people that don't want this to pass, but it's made it out of the House. And finally, a bill made it out of the House. So let's congratulate Mr. Johnson. He got things done, and it was in a bipartisan measure, and that's a huge change from what we've seen in the House of Representatives. Make no bones about it. That's a good piece of news. You know, I was thinking about the different markets that I've picked to highlight and what they've recently done. Amazon was one of them recently on the upside, and it's certainly doing very well. I was bearish Darden restaurants. They collapsed as we did it. And I just brought on Home Depot because I thought it might give you a pop. I didn't expect this today. 5.5% gain, a $15 gain on the market. I didn't see that coming, all right? I thought it could get a pop because I do think that people are, I don't think they're buying the washing machines and dryers, but I think they're doing the other jobs there. And I think cost control's been working for them. In addition, I think that people are going to be very stingy this Christmas, and it's easy to say, honey, I'm fixing the house. What do you need me to do? Those are the type of events that I think are going on. But you can see how this market, wow, came in through here and just gapped away from everything. So the big question is, does the market try to come in and fill this gap back here is what we all are going to be asking ourselves. What's the pattern in the market? Well, you've got really a pattern of a higher high and a lower low. That's the way to look at it. I should have the other arrow. I just forgot to put it on. Same thing here, higher high, lower low. I don't think you're going through this area with ease. I think right up here is where the pros are going to take some money off the table. So just be ready for that. It's a big move to the upside. You're over the upper Bollinger Band and you're overbought. I was hoping this would happen over a series of days, not from when I put it on within 24 hours, okay? That's just how it is. Rivian, trying to get together nearly $15 billion to build another car manufacturing plant, and it looks like they're going to be able to do that in Georgia. This is good news. This is one of the companies I think will make it. I have very big doubts about Lucid. I have very big doubts about Fisker. I think those are not cars I'd want to own for the long term. They may be one-offs. That scares me. In UGA, the gasoline fund, well, fuel prices went back up. You know, if you looked at the CPI today, you do see that fuel prices were a big contributor to the headline number coming down. Shelter hasn't fallen the way that people think. I wish it would, but it hasn't done it at this point in time. When we look at XLF, the financial services, well, they love this report. They're right back to the upper Bollinger Band. They're embedding big breaks in these markets. If you get them in the next 48 hours, I think are going to be gobbled up by traders trying to come in on the pullbacks to see if there's any more juice left in them. XLI, you're up to a zone where I would teach you this is where money comes off the table. First challenge of the 100-day average in a long time. You fought yesterday to 200. You got to the Bollinger Band today. First time with that and the other. Let the other guy have that position. Walmart comes up, hits the upper Bollinger Band, and it's got some problems there. But you play the probabilities. If it embeds on the pullbacks, tomorrow's going to be an interesting day. If markets just drop tomorrow, I think it's bargain basement day that you go in and look at a lot of the markets. I'll be talking about it in my morning Spider video. Remember, just go to our website, IraEpstein.com, under the word research to join in on that. And I start recording at 9. Lower high, lower low. No, I don't think that you should be buying up there. And the consumer, okay, I read one of the reports on the credit cards, and the consumer cut back his buying. It was very impressive. You're at the upper Bollinger Band. The consumer there, do you buy over the upper band because you think the consumer's just going to keep going crazy and he's so strong? I don't think so. I think that between here, these upper numbers, but I think the pros came out on the challenge of the band today. That's what I would have told people to do, and that's what I think they did. XHB, the home builders. Well, the home builders tonight, every home builder I know is out with his wife going, you're not going to believe this. It looks like finally, rates are through going up. And it might take another year, but they look like they're coming down, honey. Don't go out buying anything, but I think our business is safe. That's the conversations I think are going on with home builders right now. We'll see if I'm wrong. Market up over the upper Bollinger Band, not embedded? Nah. Nice one-day rally. If it goes further, say la vie, and I wish it for everybody. But you play the odds that you only stay over a Bollinger Band 5% of the time. When you spike up and you're still overbought, you're on weak legs. Not bearish, weak legs. Got to pull back to get some strength. The market that went nowhere on the news is energy. It lost its bearish embedded reading, and it's made it to its goal. Now, I keep reading reports from the IEA and OPEC that how energy is going to be in short supply and so on. Does that look like a real bullish chart to you? If so, tell me the school you went to. Write that for me on YouTube or whatever. In GLD, okay, a bear market rally where it should come in, right against the first challenge of the 200-day average in the Bollinger Band, the gray line, and oversold. Exactly what I'd expect. You're not trending anymore. You're not in an uptrend. And gold reacted beautifully today as soon as that came out and everything rallied because you're removing the headwind of a strong dollar and high interest rates, two elements. But it still doesn't look like it's gotten itself bullish yet. The market that jumped wild is silver. It just went bananas today. Up 3.6% is a big move. Where did it come from? The lower band. Do I think it's going anywhere over the 200-day and the 100? Other than short covering, why? So I don't see it. Copper. You want no part of this until we see what happens between the two presidents. Tomorrow we get President's Day. President Xi, President Biden making buddy-buddy for the first time in a year. Fentanyl's going to be on the program. I pray that the Chinese actually say and do something about the manufacture and shipping of it out of the country. You know, they can't just label, oh, don't send it to America. A lot of the stuff goes to Mexico, other areas. We'll see if he can crack down. I believe he can. Militaries talking to each other, I think very important. A bit of trade, yep. I think Boeing is sitting back like this tonight. Oh, please, please, please give us that order. Give us that order. We're here in Dubai. The air show's going on. Please give us the order. But those are the things I think that are going on right now. TLT. Does this look to you like higher interest rates? Nope, it looks like lower interest rates. Overbought, in a resistance zone, but until you get back under these lows, I think that you're going to be arguing, you've been there, it's done it, it's over. You've come from all the way up here in July, all the way down, and this looks like that was it. Now, it could turn for a while. I would expect that, not just a one-way street instantly. Dollar, look at how it fell apart today. I didn't see this coming. I wouldn't think if you were to tell me and not let me know the markets, Ira, we dropped a tenth in core and headline CPI, that you're getting this type of reaction. I wouldn't have expected it. I'm sure others did, and they see things that I don't see. But folks, that's not a big number. But the market reacted dramatically to it. Okay, the market's never wrong. We can be wrong, analysts, but the market's not wrong. There's a big gap in here. Are you going to fill any of that becomes the question. And obviously the other part's true for FXC, which soared. You want to buy over the Bollinger Band? Pick out on that chart and show me how many times you buy over a Bollinger Band and it works out for you, or sells under it and it works out for you. You're far and few between. You can sell on the bounces and it comes in, but there are times when you sell and it just leaves you alone. There are times you buy and you go, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Okay, that's the point that we make. We look constantly to do the things that make the most sense. And one of the things that makes the most sense are all the offers we have for you, free ones. This is where you learn. So it could be my research, it can be the Linn Group research, it can be our Pivot Point series, our charting software. It could be something I use every day, which is free access to the daily QT price counts. All this is limited time. My clients get it for free, indefinitely, as long as their subscribers are trading through us. You get to see what they see for a brief period of time. Trading tips from the pros, the Arun indicator video series, all this, everywhere you go, the Linn research right on through here. And when you click on any of these blue areas, it goes into a cart. Then at the end of this page, after you've put everything you want in the cart, it comes down, you give us your information, and guess what we do? We get the email of what you want. In the morning, our order people fill it out, and all of a sudden they put it into an email, and you get it, typically within 1 business day. So how do you get all this? It's simple. You go to iraepstein.com. That's my name, iraepstein.com. Go on the top left. You will see free offers, or move your cursor, if you're on a PC, right to the top up here. You'll see an icon appear. Give it a click. It'll take you to that area. I'm Ira. Can't wait for the morning. See you then.